Yes, people, welcome back to the 620 podcast. We're here again. Lovely weekend for me. You see me shining. You see me smiling. Well, life is good, man. Obviously, we're joined here by a familiar face, United Therapy, almost needed therapy. But man, it dodged life, caught life. And finally, people, finally, we have a Chelsea representative right here. Man like Jake. What are you telling me, my people? You man good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm chilling, man.
Yeah, no, we've all had good weekends, in it. Obviously, um, there's a couple men they're missing tonight. They may jump on, they may not, but there's enough of us here to start cooking, bro. There's enough of us to start cooking. We can all reflect on our performances. I think it's been a good weekend for all of us. To be honest, like it's rarely we've been saying that. Usually, you man are in the slumps in the mud. But you know what, therapy. What you want to kick off United first? You know what I'm saying? You man had
So,
the last minute gasp and that.
what did you watch the game?
No, I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the game.
What Jake? Did you watch the game?
I watched the highlights. That's enough, I think.
Okay.
I said that's something.
I mean,
Yeah, break it down to me, bro.
break it down, break it down. All right, cool. First thing I want to get out there is, so the man I'm probably gonna see this, and a group, the man I'm in the group are probably gonna see this. Last week, was there not people getting onto me last week in the group chat?
Yeah,
I lie, and the whole reason why they were
especially
getting
about the
onto me is because
Casemiro
of
thing.
Casemiro. Kings, I don't know if you remember, but I've been onto Casemiro for a while now. I don't know if you remember, but I've been on him for a while. We can't play free flowing football if he's there, man. That's just the honest truth. Man. I don't believe we can, and it showed. If you guys watch the goal that we conceded, we're gonna get onto the other scumbags later. Well,
Who?
in a few seconds, but
Anana, yeah.
yes, precisely. That goal, the goal came from. If you pause, yeah, if you pause at the moment where the mistake was made, you can see the 4-2-3-1 formation, right? And you can see Casemiro coming in deep as a lone six.
Mm.
And I said this in the group chat, the modern lone six thing for the system that we want to play, he's not optimal for it. He gave the ball away, and then he lunged in and slide tackle to try and save himself, which he's been doing all the time this season.
Bro,
Missed
that's all he does.
as
I
he usually does.
swear.
It's that silly slide tackle he does every single time, and he misses as well. Ball's coming now, and then Lindelof. I'm not. Lindelof's soft,
Lindelof,
you know.
what do you mean,
We
man?
all know about
Swedish
Lindelof,
mafia,
innit?
man. Superstar centre back, bruv.
Nah. We all know about Lindelof. We got gassed because he played good last season, like towards the end of last season when all the other defenders were injured. But it's the same thing that he's been doing since 20. When did he come to the club? 2019, 2018. He's soft. And I don't know Kings, but we've watched United games where I've been screaming, yeah. Like let's say we're at lunch or whatever, and I'm watching United games, I'm screaming. These guys can't clear a ball every single time the ball comes in. Lindelof, he never clears the ball. I don't know whoever shot the ball, and then Onana.
What's the deal with
I'm
Banana,
not.
bro? What are you saying? Should have kept the hair? Yeah.
No, I'm not going to be one of them United fans saying we should have kept the hair because last season everybody wanted the hair. There was not one person that said that United fan that said we need to keep the hair for one more season. Well, Brendan said that, but I don't want to give him his props in it. But he was probably the only person I ever spoke to that was a United fan that said keep the hair for one season. We're bringing him on the season too short. Focus on other areas of the pitch. I was
I
on for
agree.
De Gea going. I was on for him going. I don't agree with the way he got treated on his way out, but him going, I think it was necessary. And
Brendan's
to
here in
say
the chat, people saying, yeah,
what is
of
in the
course I
chat,
did.
oh man, he's
uh,
literally the only United fan that was advocating for the hair. I'll be so honest. I have to give him his props. He's the only person. I was wrong. I can admit when I was wrong, but I don't know about you, but Onana wasn't my first choice keeper. My first choice keeper was Diogo Costa from Porto, and he was actually the first keeper that we went for. But then he went on an interview saying he's staying at Porto. That's his club for life. He's the skipper there. He's the captain there. So then as soon as that happened, we started looking at Verbruggen, Brighton went and snatched up Verbruggen because we weren't really serious about him. Then we've got Anana, and here we are. Now, being a goalkeeper at Manchester United is probably the hardest thing. It's the hardest position to play, arguably. De Gea has been getting smoked for years, even though for the majority of his tenure at United, he was probably arguably the best keeper in the world, shot stopping wise. Before ball playing ability was necessarily demanded from goalkeepers, he was definitely probably the best keeper. So I think overall, I regret selling De Gea because now, essentially what we've done, right, is we've sacrificed shot stopping ability for distribution. And look where that's got us now. There's no point if we're not gonna play possession based football. There's no point getting a possession-based keeper right now. We haven't fully implemented that style of play yet. So there's no... So Onana was too early, but I'm not going to say I wasn't advocating for him to come.
If you had different personnel, do you not think like Onana's confidence would be a bit higher and understand his role a bit more? You know what I mean?
100%. But one thing I want to say is 2 weeks ago, we had 12 players injured. I can go through the list. We had Martinez injured, we had Varane injured, we have Luke Shaw injured, we have Malacia injured, we've got Regular injured, we've got Wan-Bissaka injured, we've got Kobe Mainoo injured. Anthony's out. Anthony was, police. Sancho's out. Amrabat, we bought him injured. He was injured for 3 weeks. That's 10. Hoyland was injured also.
Mount was
and
injured.
There's one more person I'm forgetting. Lindelof was injured as well. He
Yeah,
came
Mount.
off the Arsenal game injured. Mason Mount was injured as well. So that's 13 players. Our whole first line back four is injured. So, and that was the back four that got us the accolade last season. We had the most clean sheets in the Prem. We had the best defensive record. Don't get me wrong. We had the few slip ups, the Liverpool game, the City game.
I said a few.
That's two, but Brentford 3. Okay, cool, 3. We had the best defense. Statistically, we had the best defense last season. We don't have that, and Onana doesn't have that line of protection. That De Gea did. I looked at a stat this week. Onana's already faced a third of the shots that De Gea faced all of last season in his first 10 games. And he's got about 50 games to play. So
it's not looking good then, bro.
It's not looking good. We all know Onana's not a better shot stopper than De Gea. So the solution is we need to decrease the amount of shots that are coming to us. But
or do you drop him, innit? I swear you brought in another goalkeeper as well in the summer.
Yeah, Altair, I think Bayende Altair from... I think it was Fenerbahce. I haven't done my scout report.
You might as well give him
I don't pre second choice keepers. You know what I mean? I don't go looking for second choice keepers. So I don't.
No, I hear that, but you might as well give him a shot at this rate.
Don't you think it would kill his confidence though?
His confidence is already gone, bro. Man's made 6 errors leading to goal already.
Yeah, but another argument there is De Gea was like that the first season he came to United as well. Apparently, he was getting moved to as well.
Yeah, no, when De Gea first came in, everyone was baffled what an appalling signing this was. And I get that, look what he's turned into. But because De Gea has now already kind of made the goalkeeper spot a bit iffy at the moment, and Onana's come into that, it's already worse. And obviously the pressure of playing for United. Because obviously prior to De Gea being there, who did you have? Van der Sar?
Yeah, Van der Sar.
Exactly. So they're used to a solid keeper, innit? So I feel like you kind of gave De Gea time because things in goal were being all right, but then Onana now you can't really. I feel like fans won't give Onana time because they've already seen.
Yeah, exactly. It's not fair. United fans have turned so reactionary. It's insane. I'm gonna give him a season. I'm not rating him right now.
Yeah, no, give him a season.
I'm gonna give him a season.
Even Brendan here saying Onana was playing in the Champs final last year, and he was good for Inter. And prior to Inter, he was at Ajax as well.
He was.
I mean, nobody questioned his shot stopping at Inter. So he's come to United, and I'm telling you that
Inter
jersey
played
is
5
heavy,
at the
man.
back though. Inter played 5 at the back.
No, of course, but the pressure for playing United is heavy, man. It hits different.
Nah, it's extreme. The pressure's immense. But other than Onana, I think the international break is good for us now because we've got 2 weeks, and in those 2 weeks, Lindelof should be coming back. Kobe Mainoo is coming back. I know people are like, Kobe Mainoo's never really started first team football. If you saw the way a manager was managing him in the pre-season, you could tell that he was trying to integrate him into the first 11. In my opinion, he plays as an 8, but he can play as a 6 as well.
Yeah, I think for United, I think the main concern for me, if I was a fan, would be that midfield. I feel like that's where you lot are losing a lot of games, being overrun, going against more creative opposition. Don't get me wrong, Bruno is creative, but obviously he's a bit wasteful in possession a lot, and I don't think he works as hard as he makes out he is. Obviously McTominay came on.
He just runs. He just
runs. But obviously, it's all good because you got Super Mick, bro. Super McTominay came on, couple goals, and you know what? Yeah, I found out the other day that before he was midfielder, he used to be a striker, innit?
A striker, yeah.
He used to be a striker.
Number 9.
So, you might as well back up to Hoyland, innit? Maybe the midfield thing's not for him, innit? But all I know is McTominay, in my opinion, has kept Ten Hag in a job.
I don't see Ten Hag getting sacked after that game. I don't see Ten Hag getting sacked until next
5 losses. That would have been 5 losses already, in 8 games.
Last season, but his performance last season has warranted him another season minimum. So I think, regardless of what the result was last game, he would have stayed. That's just United fans being reactionary and the media, because Manchester United are the most hated club in the Prem. So as soon as we lose, the media onto them. That we are the only club that gets. Yeah, I agree. United is the only club that gets violated for winning football matches. We get violated for losing football matches. Last week we got violated for winning a football match. And I think that's insane. Arsenal never got violated for scumbagging that goal on Sunday.
Yes, we did. We've been getting violated.
Kings, you know you did not.
People have been, but that's only because we nullified City to 4 shots, bro. If that was a case of where City had 10 shots in that game, people would have been cussing out. But because we actually performed well defensively, there's less violations in it. But I've heard bare people saying, "Oh, jammy goal, how these men celebrating over deflected goal." Bro, I don't care if it deflected off 2 women in the crowd, came back in and went in, bro. Goal is a goal.
But is the media getting onto Arsenal though? Getting onto Arsenal?
That's the performance as well. You have to think about it. You know, like United, you guys, so many games where you don't play well, but there's a moment where Rashford, Bruno, they make the difference and you win the game. But so often, it's been this way for the longest time now. You guys hardly, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you guys, so many games where you don't play well, you know, you give up a lot of chances, keeper makes a great save, something happens, and then you come away with the win, everyone's happy. But very rarely is the performance there where you can look at it and say, we can actually build on this. And I don't think anyone's coming away from that Brentford game thinking, yeah, this is a great, you know, this is positive, we can build on this. It's like, no, you play shit again.
Fred, did you watch the United game?
Yeah, I watched it.
All of it.
Yeah. So no. I didn't see the last 2 goals because I thought you were losing in it, so I left the game.
Man, what's at the stadium really?
I didn't watch the last 2 minutes. I didn't even see the first McTominay goal. When he scored what was his second goal, I thought, oh right, United equalized. I saw the scoreboard. I was like, wait, when they get the first one? Like, bro, how do you score 2 goals in 2 minutes? Like, bro, what are Brentford doing? You had kickoff, didn't you?
We were throwing the pram at them for about 10-15 minutes. So
no, well, that's mad.
That was just the result of it. But would you say that we genuinely played bad against Brentford?
You were awful. You've been awful the whole season.
You were awful.
Yes, you were awful. You got outplayed by a Brentford team that might be fighting relegation. Bro, they outplayed you. They were better.
Okay, what club did you support again, Fred?
Arsenal, bro. bro, they outplayed you. Come on, man. You're gonna sit there honestly telling me you thought United played well.
We played good, yeah. I'm not saying we played good, but the agenda is mad. We did not play terrible.
But the thing is,
that's insane. We did not play terrible.
What are your standards? What are your standards as a club? Like,
no.
Are you gonna honestly sit there and be like, I'm happy with that performance as a United fan?
Huh?
Are you honestly sitting there thinking, yeah, I'm happy with that? I'm really
not happy with the performance, but you guys are acting out as
so you played poorly. There's a reason Arsenal, when we beat Forest at home, when we beat Kings, help me out here, some random team that we've beaten, but we haven't played well. People aren't happy with that. It's like, okay, we got the win, that's good, but you know, people know we can't play at that level if we're trying to win league titles. Like United, should that not be the standard for a club? You know?
No, Fred, I'm not disagreeing with you, but you guys say that we got dominated. I wouldn't say
you got dominated.
Okay, dominated is a stretch, obviously. You got outplayed. I think you got outplayed by
United had 64%
we didn't get outplayed.
Possession.
Okay, cool, Fred. We got 64% possession. They had 36. We made 557 passes with 87% pass accuracy, and they only had 3 shots on target.
Yeah, and you had 8.
How much of that is passes backward and sideways though? Like when it really mattered in the key area, you think you're forgetting though? Brentford want you to have the ball. You're passing it around at the back. They want you to have the ball. Maguire, Evans doing tiki taka.
But did their counter-attack ball really work though?
You can have the ball. That's what Brentford want you to do. That's what they do to all the top teams, bro.
Lovely comment by Linda here. What are you telling me, my guy? No, for me though, 20% of that possession is from
reality from an objective standpoint.
Yeah.
We were the better team, and that's a fact. We were the better. We weren't amazing or great or even, I would say, good, but we were definitely the better team. Tell this guy to get on live. Tell this guy to get on the stream, bro. What's this guy on?
Man, like average, yeah. What are you telling me, bro? Hope you're good.
Tell average to get on there, man. I don't know why he's talking like that. So you guys don't think you scumbagged on Sunday?
We did scumbag.
You scumbag.
Well,
we didn't.
Wait. What's the scumbag? It was a scummy goal.
It was
a scummy goal, but it was isn't it?
No, you scumbagged against City. I'm not saying you played terrible. Scumbag does not mean you played terrible.
It was a scummy goal. I agree.
But that was not a goal. That game was a goalless game, and that's a fact. You scumbagged against Tottenham.
Yeah, it was a goalless. It was a goalless game. I agree with you. It was a goalless game. However,
it was a goalless. You scumbag. So you
scumbag the goal. But I don't think it was a bad performance.
All right.
Let me land. If any of the two teams deserve to score, it was us.
I don't know about that. I think it was pretty even though.
Thank you, Fred. The whole way. There was some objectivity from an Arsenal fan. You scumbag, bro. You scumbag.
Wait, but how do you determine that? How do you determine that?
You also scumbag on Sunday against City. But United But you guys get onto United.
No. But even 2 goals in 3 minutes.
You guys are scumbag as well.
That, bro.
No, but difference is Brentford at home, bro. You shouldn't be scumbagging.
It does. No. It doesn't matter who the opposition is. You scumbag.
No.
You shouldn't be scumbagging. That's my point. We
nullified them. Bro.
You don't think? And they nullified us. It was 50-50. It was they nullified us. It was literally 50-50.
Okay.
What chances did we have? What chances?
Fred. So if we didn't concede that goal, would you say that we nullified Brentford?
Yes, you did. Yeah, because they scored a shit goal, shit keeping, and yeah. But that's the difference, though. You're playing Brentford at home.
That's my point, though.
You shouldn't have to scumbag wins. It should be we're a dominant team. That's the point.
End of the day, therapy. You man are worrying about Whistler and that and his fraudulent head shape, and we got big Ballon d'Or top goal scorer Haaland, bro, that we've put in the pocket, bro. All till now, he's swimming around in Saliba's pocket, bro, and Haaland doesn't even swing that way. He's vexed.
Are you guys really getting gas because you pocketed Haaland? He's not difficult to pocket. Let's be honest.
He's not difficult to pocket.
Luke Shaw pocketed him twice last season. What are we talking about here?
You're saying a man who scored 36 goals last season is not difficult to pocket. Name me another striker. Name me another striker in the Prem who scored more than
pocketing is. No. I'm not saying that he didn't get pocketed, right? But you understand Haaland's game, right? Haaland's game is not about build up. He's not involved in play. He just finishes off attacks.
We didn't allow him to build up. We didn't allow him to get 1v1.
Pocketing somebody
we didn't allow him to be free in the box.
No.
Yeah, that's
nullifying De Bruyne. That's pocketing. Haaland is not pocketing. All Haaland does is finish off City's
that's not true because those aerial battles.
Even Fred is
aerial battles. There was 1v1 duels.
Can I say something? I think pocketing for me is like it's more about 1v1 players. So someone like
1v1 duels. Thank you. People
like,
are
you
really
can pocket someone by winning all your duels. You can't really pocket a tapping poacher like Haaland.
Thank you, Fred.
Is every game Haaland?
I'm even surprised that Arsenal fan is saying this.
What you want to fail to see? If I win every aerial battle, every 1v1, I've pocketed him, bro.
No, that's. I don't know if that's. I don't think that happened though.
Me stopping his header off the line.
That happened. I don't think that happened.
That did happen. Saliba won 100% duels against the U.
The only thing I saw was when they were trying to counter and Saliba tried to come outside.
There was much
sorry, Haaland tried to come outside and then Saliba just put him in his place and dropped him. That's the only thing that I saw.
There was more than that. Haaland didn't dribble past him once, didn't win an aerial battle against him once, bro. That's pocketing in my opinion.
I don't know what you got stats of that, yeah.
If you want to bust up the stats, you can bust up the stats. I've already seen
it. You're the one saying it. I'm not putting up the stats to back up your point.
Tell this some time got to get on the live, man. I'm talking, man. This guy's annoying me now.
No, but for real, therapy, for real, on a real. You think we scumbag that win, yeah?
The definition of a scumbag, you scored in a goalless game that was a massive deflection. That's a scumbag?
Well, the shots on target, bro.
Huh? Let me check
The
your
shots-
stats. Hold on.
The shots on target. We had 12 shots, they had 4. We had 2 shots on target, they had 1. Possession was 52% to their 48.
Okay, let's do shots on target. Hold on.
We had 2, they had 1. There was nothing in it.
Exactly. So exactly. It was a goalless game. You guys got.
I agreed with you that it was a goalless game, but to say that we scumbagged it the win, I'm not hearing that. All I'm saying is Arteta said, "Yo, let me put on the 3 Avengers."
Yo, Jay,
Put on
since
Havertz,
you're a
Partey,
Chelsea fan in it, so
and
you're objective,
Tomiyasu.
right?
What happened?
No,
How
no,
did we
no.
score the goal? Partey
Hold on.
to Tomiyasu to Havertz. The 3 subs came
I'm not
on,
saying it
changed the
wasn't a
game, and we
well-worked
won.
goal. I'm not saying it wasn't a well-worked goal. Jake,
Yo.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're
He doesn't want to
objective,
back
you're
you,
a Chelsea
fam. He doesn't want to back you.
No, he's a Chelsea fan,
ask the
so
question. Let
he
him
needs
ask the
to be objective. He needs to be objective, right? So in a game where one of the opposition has 1 shot on target and the other one has 2 shots on target, and none of them seem to be really going at and playing, and they're really playing very conservative. And then in the 80, what minute was the goal?
86.
In the 86th minute, somebody scores a massive deflection. Is that not a scumbag?
I don't really know. It is a bit of a hard one. Obviously, I can't really say anything about this because the way that we've been and everything. But
It's not about that, bro. It's just objective. Forget the teams that were playing. Just 2 football teams, and that happened. The winning teams, they're not scumbag it.
Like, I expected there to be a lot more, considering like the 2 teams that I played. Like I thought it was going to be like 3-2, but it ended up being 1-0. Both teams was doing all right. I think somebody was going to score, even if it was a deflection or not. It could have been a penalty. So I really don't know.
Look who's here. He couldn't be heard in the comments, so he's risen up.
I can't lie. I have to join on because listen, therapy, you're chatting far too much, bro. How are you gonna compare a treble winning City to a mid-table Brentford? I don't understand. When you talk about top tier games,
I'm not even trying to compare it though, average. I'm not comparing it.
Okay, but
my initial point was is that we're getting violated by the media for scumbagging when Arsenal did the same thing, and they did the same thing against Tottenham. No one speaks on it. My initial point was it all started from me saying we're the most hated club in the Prem, and
I don't believe that. Okay, cool. Let me ask you this: in the second half, who was the better team? Did you watch Arsenal see?
I watched the whole game.
Okay, cool. So in the second half, who turned up the pressure? Who turned up the pressure in the second half?
You did.
Okay. Did you play good in the second half of your game?
Yes.
You can tell me right now, wholeheartedly, you played well at home. Remember, for the second half of your game against Brentford, only for you to get 2 jammy goals in extra time.
Was your goal not jammy though?
Explain to me how it's jammy. Was a good move, good setup. It just took a deflection.
You say took a deflection like it was a slight deflection.
Bro, McTominay was about to cry.
Martinelli was trying to go far
McTominay, let me tell you,
the ball went near.
McTominay is a dry baller. He was about to cry when he scored that equalizer, bro. I've never seen a man feel so sick after scoring a goal. He's a dry baller. Let me tell you this, yeah.
What does that have to do with the jamminess of the goal?
Bro, it's not about that. Our goal cannot be jammy because it was a good build-up. It was good play. You had 5 minutes in that whole game when you changed the game in 5 minutes of stoppage time.
Did you watch the United game?
You can't compare Brentford.
Did you watch the United game?
I watched enough of the United game.
So you didn't watch the United. You didn't watch the whole. Well, how many minutes did you watch? The first half, right? Say that again.
I watched enough of the United game.
What's enough? What's enough? The first
enough
half.
Enough to see that at home you get pressured by Brentford. And we're gonna pair to a treble winning City. Don't do this, bro. It's okay. It's pain.
Not trying to compare.
I get it. No, it's pain.
It's not. I promise you, it's not
pain. I get it. But let me tell you this, yeah. Ten Hag has scumbagged another 2 weeks in employment. He's P45.
He was never gonna get fired.
His P45 is gonna be dropped off in the next 2 weeks. Okay. Just know that.
He's not getting fired. He was never gonna get fired. Think about it. If we were to fire him, who would we get?
Can't lie, might as well bring Gary Neville, blood.
Now, who do you think they would actually get there? Like an interim? Who would they actually go for?
Be real. Who would we go for? He's not.
Yeah,
getting-
who do you think they're good for? They'd go for. Could it be maybe an
Heard,
assistant internal?
Frank Lampard's free, innit?
We'd never take that guy.
Could you do maybe like promote someone internal? Who's the assistant coach for United?
Nah, it's Michael Carrick still. Grab him from Middlesbrough.
No,
Stay
Michael
at
Carrick
Middlesbrough.
is out. But he's got a job. Are you just gonna take him from his job?
Bro, you think
be the
he's gonna
interim.
turn down United? Michael Carrick
Right, I
from
think
Middlesbrough.
if he's smart, he would turn it down. You don't want to join that crisis.
Yeah, like why would you?
That's
leave
another
your-
thing.
your
I wanted
job?
to bring that up here. I wanted to bring it up last week when you guys were talking about Arteta's job. My friend made a good point of the managers wanting to go into a good project. He spoke about Luis Enrique when Chelsea wanted him during. When was Chelsea looking to hire a manager again? Was it during pre-season?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he sat down with the Chelsea board. He showed them what the pattern was going to be like if he got into the job and what he wanted. And Bowley and whoever else told him how they wanted to run things. And he was like, that's not an attractive project. I'm a bounce. Same thing with Nagelsmann with Tottenham. He preed it. He didn't like the project. He bounced. United is the most unattractive project for a manager right now.
Nah,
Your job-
there's probably
your
more.
job-
No,
your
there's
job is-
probably more. Don't you think? In the
No,
whole of
in
Europe,
ter-
there's
in-
probably
no,
more.
in terms of the
Like
top
Leon,
six,
for example, or Ajax. That's another shout.
you can't compare us to Leon and Ajax, bro.
No, because they're
I'm
big
talking
clubs.
about like
No, but no. Ajax. If in the Dutch media, bro, you go to Ajax, you fuck up like the last manager's done. You're gonna get killed, bro. Ajax are the Man United of Dutch football.
nah. I'm not
you
hearing
mean
that.
nah?
I'll be so
What do you
honest.
mean nah?
I'm not hearing that. Let's not talk about. I'm talking about in the world. United probably has the most. When it comes to like the elite clubs, United
Yeah.
have the most unattractive project. They have the most
I mean,
unattractive
but
ownership situation.
That's relative.
Why
though,
would
because-
any good manager want to wreck their career going to
But bro,
Manchester
you have to
United?
think about that. That's
The
relative.
day
though.
you
It's like-
sign on the contract, your job has a ticking time bomb. There is TNT or what are them bars, them bombs that are tied to the contract. It's on a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, but you
That's
gotta
how
understand.
nobody wants to go there. So nobody would go to United if Ten Hag was to get sacked right now.
He's also dug his own hole in his own grave as
Yeah,
well.
exactly,
There are things that
exactly.
he's done that have also dug his own grave. Yeah, he's got a lot of pressure. But let me just say this. He's done certain things in his employment that's just shown that he's fraudulent. Bro, let me tell you this, yeah. Vincent Kompany is going to have a job longer than Ten Hag.
Oof.
So we want to compare
Ooh,
Burnley
I don't know
to
about
United.
I wouldn't agree with that only because he's trying to play the right football, but he's being too naive. He ain't got the players for that.
That's a difference as well. What my problem with Ten Hag is right now as well. He's still he's in survival mode as well. So he's trying to go back to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer football. Me personally, you die on your shield. You come to our club and you play your style of play. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, right? But he's been so wishy-washy and changey with his style of play and how he wants the club to run because of the situation. It just doesn't look good. We played a diamond. We had no wingers against Brighton. We got moved to after 20 minutes. And nothing's working. Just the thing with Kompany, he's trying to instill a style of play and it's a project, so it's going to take a few years. Ten Hag needs to understand as well. I already said last season he overachieved. This season where we are right now is a regression, but it's still right for the current. When you look at the club, the structure of the club, where we are right now is actually, I personally think it's correct. It's where it's meant to be, where we are right now in terms of the project.
What do you
Yeah.
mean by that? What do you
Hold
mean?
on,
by
hold
that?
on. Before
Yeah,
we
go
get
on.
into that,
Go on.
because Brendan wants to chat again, innit? Let me just address this real quick. Of course, everybody who was an Arsenal fan, well, I'll say everyone, but 90% of Arsenal fans wanted Arteta out. Let's be real. Especially when we lost 7 games in a row, new record. Things were bleak.
That Burnley
However,
game. Oh,
even through that, we saw what the guy was trying to do, the football he was actually trying to play. We didn't have the personnel to do it. No. We didn't have the personnel to do it, and we didn't have the mentality to do it. But he came in and he implemented this style of playing out from the back. One, I know Emery started that, but we didn't know how to do it, and also positional play. But what Arteta realized, especially in the cup games, he can't do this. So what did we do? We countered, didn't it? That didn't work in the league. But even from when we finished 8th the second time, and then we finished 5th, that season I finished 5th, the one everyone's seen on the Amazon documentary, you saw exactly what Arteta was trying to cook. We had a style of play there. 2 years in now for Ten Hag, we still can't even see a glimpse of the type
Kingsley,
of
that's
football.
such a lie.
Let me
That's
tell you,
such
let
a
me tell
lie,
you
bro.
Ten Hag's football.
That's such a lie.
Onana holds the ball for 25 minutes. He plays it 1-2s with the centre backs for another half an hour. Then they just ping it long. What's the
Can I
point?
say something? Can I say something?
What's the actual point?
I think the timeline is actually quite similar because, like you said, when Arteta first came in, he clocked. I can't play the kind of football I want to play with these players. So we're playing counter-attack football, back three. It was quite different to what we are now. Similar with Ten Hag. First year he came in, they got slapped up Brentford and Brighton, I think, and he said, "Okay, I need to play a different style of football, bit more pragmatic, bit more counter-attacking," and it worked really well. They finished third, didn't it? Was it third or fourth, whatever? Now in the second year, the problem you have is like you're going through the growing pains of trying to implement the new style of play, but you're doing that with half your team missing. With Noah Amrabat, Mount.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and some of the guys. So it's like, how can I as Ten Hag be expected to now implement the style of play I imagine us to be playing going forward without the players to play that? I've bought in Lissandro, gave Luke Shaw a new contract, Wan-Bissaka new contract, Dalot new contract, and all these key players are missing. How can I cook with no ingredients?
Thank you. 2 weeks ago,
as a coach,
2 weeks ago we had 12 players injured. So, and Kingsley, to reply to what you said, Arsenal only started playing with a style of play towards the end of his third season. So your whole argument is terrible.
That's incorrect.
Your third season where you came fifth
That's
was
incorrect.
when you instilled a style of play.
That's incorrect, bro.
Your first two seasons,
do you know why? Do you know why that's incorrect?
Where you were
that's incorrect.
You're playing counter-attack.
Let me tell you why that's incorrect. Because the second season,
best striker in the league.
The second season when we finished 8th, we had that poor. Before even after the poor run, you could clearly see the style of play. You could see it. We just couldn't execute it. However, United are not even trying to execute the style of play. It's literally just freestyle. That's the difference, bro. Man, can't tell me. I saw the him trying to do inverted wingers, something we didn't really do. Pepe couldn't really do it like that. That's why he implemented Saka.
Yeah, calm down, man.
Well, I know you love Pepe, but 80 million to 4 million. That's what I'm gonna say. Again,
but it was a free. It wasn't even full.
Again, how are we gonna play? The style of football we're playing now. When we had man like Socrates, Papastathopoulos, over there, my man's name is David Luiz.
You didn't have Socrates starting.
Alright, calm down, Bellerin, man. Calm down with Bellerin as well, bro.
You didn't have him in your third year, in Arteta's third year. Like,
I said second year. Second year.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. Second year.
We're arguing about the second year. I'm saying in the second year here, I could see what he was trying to do, but I'm thinking you don't have the players for this big man. You don't have the facilities, bro. You don't have the tools, bro. You can't go as a plumber trying to fix the pipes, and you didn't even bring a spanner, bro. Man's doing it with hands and spit, so it was never going to work, bro. Then third season now, we spent a bit of pee, we've had a bit of a washout. You get me? The t-shirt's been bleached, and you could clearly see the identity of the club. Yes, we flopped in a couple of games. We should have got top 4. We shot ourselves in the foot. But then even now, the season after that, title race, yes, we've battled it again. I put that down to obviously young players' mentality and a couple injuries and Arteta being naive in a few games. But now he's learned from that, bro. He's learned. Remember, this is his first rodeo, isn't it? And he's actually learned the game. And now we go against City, and he's not trying to play against City like we played against Liverpool and Chelsea last season. He had a completely different approach, and we've got 3 points from it. Man cannot tell me Ten Hag, who's more experienced, his head shinier, should be doing this poor. And you could argue and say Ten Hag came into that United squad with better players than when Arteta came into that Arsenal squad.
No. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. I'm really tired of this because your first initial point, because what you just said now makes sense. But your first point, you made it as if the style of play, you could sense the style of play and see a glimpse of what he wanted to implement from the time he got there. He only started implementing that style of play in his third season.
Second season, bro.
No, it was not second season. I'm not hearing it.
I think there's one thing you're missing though. It's like there's a difference between it being successul and him actually implementing it. So he was trying to implement it in the second season. It was a failure. But he was still trying it though, like United are now.
and this is not even. This is me trying to be so purely objective. I genuinely
go
saw the same football in the first year that I did the second year. Hence why you man got 8th twice.
Right. So
All
you
right.
but
Third season
come on, man.
was when I
I
genuinely
don't want to
saw
call
it.
you a liar, but how are you gonna tell me, like, we were seeing, like, the a lot of time Arsenal like watching the game is like, with no stadiums and all, no fans in stadium, it's like the build up was stagnant, it was too slow, too passive. Willian gets the ball, cross to Aubameyang loses the header, they counter, we concede. Like, bro, it was the same repetitive thing, but we were trying to play that kind of football, play out from the back, play through the midfield. Partey came in, all of that, but it wasn't working. But for you to say it's exactly the same as it was in year one, Arteta, that's just not true. That's
not exactly
true,
the
bro.
same. My bad. Not
But
exactly
you just
the
said
same.
it was. You just
No,
said
my
it
bad.
was.
My bad. Wrong choice of words.
Okay.
Wrong choice
Okay.
of words. Yeah, but it wasn't entirely different.
Yeah.
It wasn't entirely different, and I don't think there was a crazy change in the style of play. There were a few tweaks, but
Yeah.
I only saw a style of play third season when you guys got 5th.
No,
I was
you only
hating on
saw it
Arsenal 'cause You
working.
guys still got 5th, and
You
missed
only
out top
saw it
4.
working,
But low key, I
bro.
was like,
That's the difference. That's
Arteta's
what
low-key doing his
Fred's
thing.
trying to say. We saw it in obviously we watched more of the games. We saw it in year 2, but it wasn't working. You man saw it in year 3 because it worked. That's what we're trying to say. We actually saw the style of
No.
play, but we didn't have the
in my
players to do
opinion,
it.
year 4.
Hold on. Let me hold
because
on.
You guys got
I'll
7th.
let you speak. Just give me 2 secs because Brendan is running his mouth in here on about
What's he
Arsenal
saying?
fans are deluded and biased. Let me chat to you about
It's
United.
biased.
No, hold on.
It's
Let
biased.
me land. Because Brendan's on about Ten Hag didn't have the players, didn't have the money. That's cap, bro. That's cap. He's spent P. He's chosen at least 7 or 8 players that are playing for the squad now. Okay, cool. There've been a few injuries, but let's not move like he's not spent P. And I know the Glazers are a bit wishy-washy, but let's not move like they haven't put United's funds back into the thing because they ain't using their own and brought in players. They didn't. I know most of them are second choice. Like
They don't even use
Casemiro.
United. Kingsley, the Glazers don't even use United's funds to buy players like that.
That's
They use lines of credit. They use line of credit. So
Jesus. But even again, you can't move like set players he didn't want to bring in. You get me? He wanted Weghorst in, bro. He died on that hill, bro. He's got Højlund, that's his guy. He paid P for Anthony, paid for Malacia. He's got Onana in now. Got Varane, got Cass, he's got Amrabat, he's got Mount. You man need to say to Ten Hag, this is the season where we see the style of play and we finish top 4 comfortably. I can't lie. Otherwise, again, it's a recycled project of we get a couple young players, doesn't work out. We buy some 30-year-old experienced superstars. They leave after a year because they're vexed, and then you man are back in the slumps.
Kingsley, you see the set of players you just said we signed. Yeah, how many of them were first choice signings?
Yeah, I said I literally said at the start, fair play. Some of them were second choice, but that's the market, bro.
Most of them were second choice.
I hate that, but that's still your scouting. If you should have a plan B, that's better. Then come on.
Okay, so I'm not. We're nearly 40 minutes in, and we're not really getting anywhere with this. Me and you never really get anywhere with these United Arsenal debates. It's just a long. There's no point in it. Originally, we're playing dead. All right, we're playing dead. I can admit we're playing dead. There are a lot of things out of Ten Hag's control that affected his season. You guys are saying he got saved. His job got saved. Realistically, we wouldn't have sacked him. He overachieved last season with lesser players. So we can evidently see that it's not because he's done some dodgy stuff, but there are definitely factors externally that he can't control. We look at the transfer window this season, our budget was 100 million. What was your budget?
What this year?
And United generate the most revenue out of any.
We
actually generated record profits last season. We generated the most profit out of every single club in the Prem. And our budget was 100 million. Is that our fault?
Of course. Well, it kind of is your fault, yeah.
Is that Ten Hag's fault? Sorry.
He took the job knowing the situation.
Bro, no. That's not no. Organizational structure and hierarchy. Yes, he knows what he's getting into there. But for a club that is the top 3 most famous clubs and generate the most revenue of all the other clubs in the Prem, for you to have £100 million budget. That's not his fault.
No, I understand that, but the fans are still buying the merch. They're still putting funds into the thing. If you were really
and he's still not receiving those funds, is that his fault?
Boy, he needs to come out and speak out and be like, "Yo, stop turning up to the games."
Is it his fault? Is it his fault, right? That 12 of his players were injured 2 weeks ago, and
Yes,
he's only starting to see them come back. Is that his fault?
Is it not his physio stuff?
That was not his physio staff.
But he could have sacked them.
And that's another thing as well. The people that manage Lisandro Martinez's injury need to get sacked immediately. With the quickness. The guy had he broke his metatarsal bone or whatever it was earlier in the year. He came back in pre-season. I'm going to answer his question. He came back in pre-season and they cleared him to play. 3 weeks ago, it's come out that he didn't heal from his injury properly. How did you not know he didn't heal from his injury properly when you cleared him to play football in the first place? They need to get sacked. We stole your medical doctor, and he's only come in 2 weeks ago. How many years have we been out of medical doctor? And our players have been dropping like flies. Is that Ten Hag's fault?
Of course, it's not his fault. But end of the
Exactly
day,
what we put all the blame on Ten Hag. There are so many external factors that are out of his control that are affecting the way his team play. Now,
let's focus on the ones that are in his control, my guy.
No. The only thing, I would say that I would second it. What I think is Ange Postecoglou is probably Ten Hag's biggest enemy because he's come in first season and he's already instilled a style of play with limited funds. But the United situation and the Tottenham situation are different. That's the only thing I would yield to.
Yeah.
Tottenham are playing their ball.
Last thing on United before we move over to Chelsea, because obviously we finally got a Chelsea representative here. Don't worry, bro. We haven't forgot about you. Don't go nowhere. We must get to you, my bro. We must. Obviously, Lindo asked about the Sancho thing. Again, Ten Hag. And I think I actually backed Ten Hag in the situation because last season, he gave him that 1v1 training. He tried to invest in him, saying, your career can get revived here. Things can happen. And then Sancho, I don't think Sancho takes the professionalism seriously, bro. I don't think, rocking up late to training, having a poor attitude, and only because I've seen Arteta do it with Aubameyang in it, and he was like, yo, that's not going to run. I don't care if you're the captain, pass me the armband, kick you out. Next thing you know, Aubameyang's in Spain, innit, trying to suck off Barca players, innit, and then he signed
didn't score 14 goals while we had Lacazette and Nketiah.
Did we not play better without Aubameyang?
No, we didn't because we bought
Yes,
top
we
four,
did,
and we bought a top
there was
four,
more fluid.
and then we had Lacazette and Nketiah. We had Lacazette and Nketiah.
Listen,
Aubameyang was
I'm not trusting the source from someone who sees Richarlison as R9.
We've all seen the numbers. Aubameyang was one of the best strikers in the world in his period of time at Barcelona.
What did he do at Chelsea?
Team. No, but Chelsea are awful. Everyone does bad at
But
Chelsea.
we wasn't awful, and he wasn't doing anything. Anyway, the argument's not about Aubameyang.
He scored 20 goals for an Arsenal team.
I'm asking therapy.
So you watch your mouth, okay? How many, bro? In the last decade,
Bro,
how many players have
for
scored 20
Aubameyang,
goals for Arsenal? In the last decade,
I have no disrespect for Aubameyang,
goals in
bro.
the season?
I have no disrespect for
Jesus
Aubameyang.
hasn't got 20 goals in 2 years.
Let's be honest, bro. When he left, the attack was much more fluid. Let's not cap.
But that's because, bro, he was playing with Mkhitaryan and Lucas Perez. You expect Aubameyang to play well with those players?
No, he wasn't. I'm not talking about then.
When he left, he was playing with Odegaard.
When he left, he was playing with Odegaard and all them, man. Saka.
His head wasn't in it, bro. His mother was ill.
His mother was
ill, bro. His head wasn't in it, bro.
His mother was ill.
Bro,
my wife was ill. I still went to work and got my bag, bro. I don't want to hear the mother was ill.
Mkhitaryan, Iwobi, big booty Lacazette, bro. Those were his attacking. Those were his attacking options, bro. He's got 20 goals. He won us the FA Cup single-handedly, bro. They shouldn't have let anyone else hold the trophy. It should have been him holding the trophy by himself.
I'm not hearing this. My mum was ill, so I'm playing bad. Man sounds like Richarlison about mental health issues, bro. I'm not hearing all that, man. Man, I run 300k a week, bro. What?
So, what was your question about Sancho?
Do you think he handled Sancho in the correct manner?
If we're talking about the situation, like we're talking like from the statement that he put out, we're talking about if we start from there, then I've never really heard of managers telling players they can't use the facilities. I think that's a bit wild. I'll be so honest. I've never heard of that nonsense before. That's insane. You've lost your privileges. Handing your lanyard when you get into the facility as well.
Like shit, they cut me already.
Cut him off. That's wild, right? But from what I've been, obviously, like you guys are not United fans. You guys are not following the Twitter accounts that post the information and the news outlets and whatever. So what I've been seeing is Sancho basically obviously Sancho's already had a problem with training where an application to himself on the field and in
Timekeeping.
training at Dortmund and City. So that's already been a thing, yeah. But from what I've been hearing, he was dismotivated because he feels like there's no way of him getting into the squad because Ten Hag has favourites. And his argument was that Anthony was starting every single game and he was dropping stinkers.
Man said he needs a union.
Like, who's this Lindo guy, bro?
No, that's my guy. innit? That's my guy.
He's
Lindo.
an Arsenal fan.
No, he's a Chelsea fan still.
Oh, it's Chelsea.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, what I was saying, and it's fair because Anthony was dropping stinkers, and if Ten Hag says he plays players based on performance, Sancho should have got a chance at starting. But at the end of the day, you can't speak out and go against the manager's authority online. There's never been a situation when that's happened and the play's been cool. So people advocating that Sancho was correct, you're basically advocating for player power in a club, and that's insane. The day that players have power in the club, the day that players have power in a club is the day that it's going to be a slippery slope. No player's bigger than the manager. Exactly. If you look at the big players that got sold at United when Fergie was there, Beckham, Keane, all of them, man, they're most important players. They got sold because they challenged the authority of the manager. And he told them, bounce, we don't want you here. And it's still the coach. And Ten Hag is actively said he didn't like the coach when he came in and he's trying to change it. So that's why he's been extra strict and he's not taking... Sancho violated at the end of the day. He got
Sancho violated, but
he's going in January, hopefully on loan, and then we'll send him at the end of the season. It's done. I don't think, and people say Ten Hag shouldn't have said what he said at the press conference about Sancho in the first place. I don't think he said anything bad. He just said he didn't like how he trained in the week, so he didn't start him. I hear that.
Again, bro, I'm with Ten Hag, innit? And in Ten Hag's defense, he's won a Carabao Cup, and that should be there to motivate you, innit? To keep you going, bro.
Exactly.
You know it's a major trophy, that.
Ronaldo thought he was bigger than the club. Even one thing, these guys don't. Even Ronaldo, Messi, all these big players. Yeah, at the end of the day, they're employees. All right, they've got a contract. They've got certain things they need to do before their contract gets terminated. They've got a burden of performance on them. They're an everyday employee at the end of the day, so they're not bigger than a club. I don't care how much brand deals you get, how much you get paid at your young age. You're an employee, so employees are expendable. He's gonna go.
Facts. But obviously, as I said, we got Jake here representing Chelsea, so we're gonna move away from the United slander and apparently the bias, the Arsenal section. Actually, hold on, Carl. Average Ra said one thing, yeah, that triggered me in it. So he said this, yeah. So obviously, I understand that Lacazette and Ketia, in terms of output, was poor when Aubameyang left. But in terms of the way we attack,
let him know. Yeah.
No.
Say it loud.
In terms of the way we attack, I don't care what anyone says. It was better in attack because as soon as he left, he left, the link up was much better and the work rate was much better.
Link up to score less goals.
So, we finished high without him. Anyway, you think Aubameyang up front last season's getting a second, bro? We would have been with Spurs, bro, fighting for the Conference League. I don't want to hear it.
Well, I know. Obviously, you don't watch Marseille in it, but he's actually been really good this year. And a lot of the shit.
Talk to me about League 1, bro. League 1, bro. 10 goals in League 1, yeah, is an assist in the Prem. Don't chat to me about League 1, bro. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, but beyond the goals, and that's the point I'm trying. Beyond goals, I know you don't care, but a lot of the stuff that someone like Jesus is doing, linking up, occupying that number 10 space, because Marseille don't play with a 10. Abba's actually been doing that, playing as like a not false 9, but dropping into those spaces, running wide, running the channels. He's actually been doing that really well. And
the only thing false is his hairline, bro. I don't want to hear this Aubameyang appreciation, man. He's not that guy, man. Anyway,
Aubameyang's not that guy.
He's not that guy, bro. He's not that guy.
Wait, he was never that guy, or he's just not.
No. He's not that guy now. Like he's not that guy since he's left. Like he's never. I've never seen him and said, "Oh, I wish we had him back." Like he's not that guy. My man's coming up to train in the purple Lamborghini as the captain, bro. I can't take my man seriously.
Bro, he's earned it 400k a week. You're acting like someone just handed him the Lambo.
Anyway, listen, we're about to cook Chelsea still. Obviously, man like Jake telling me, bro, back-to-back wins for the first time in 2023. You must be buzzing, bro. What's 7 points this season?
Yo, I am happy. Honestly, I actually am happy. We've seen all these new players scoring. So it's all about progress. That's what it is. It's progress. We've started from scratch. You know, we've been sanctioned. We've had like 4 managers. Oh, it's been a crazy one. Though for the past 2 seasons, you know, I think everything started going downhill when we had Tuchel and then Todd Boehly came in, and then they've had an argument. Tuchel's gone, and then we've just tried seeing like what's what from there. Then they've started doing this project. We brought in all these new players, and it didn't seem like it was working out at first. But now I'm starting to change my mind a little bit. I'm starting to see things going into place a little bit. No, we started scoring goals. I know it's only against like Luton, Burnley, Fulham, but we're winning. At the end of the day, we're winning. We're starting to win games. We're scoring more goals. Like, I'm happy right now.
Yeah, I forgot about Fulham. So what, you man are on 10 points now? Yeah.
Yeah, we're on 10 points.
Double digits, man. 30 more and you're safe. So that's a positive there. Obviously, in terms of Mr. USA, Todd Boehly, yeehaw, Talis Dexys and all that. Are you happy with his approach to directing the club, or would you have preferred someone who had a bit more football knowledge and, you know, the scouting was a bit smarter? Because you have signed a lot of young players, and I do question if inconsistency might come into play, and also mentality.
Yeah, so obviously, like with our team, like there's no real team leader. Like, I was watching something the other day, what Conor Gallagher said, and obviously he's a little bit older. Like, you know, he's still early 20s, but he turned around and said the other day that like he's showing all these like new young players and that they're looking up to him, and it's like you young yourself. Like, how can they be looking up to you when you're still learning? Like, there's no team leader in there. Like Thiago Silva, fair enough, but he you know, we had Aspilicueta. Now that was a team leader that everybody could look up to, but now he's gone out the window. So now it's time for the new generation, like Reece James, Conor Gallagher. We're not going to go into Mason Mount. We thought he was going to be a Chelsea legend, but he ended up going to Manchester United. I don't know what happened.
League winner, man.
I honestly don't know what happened. I don't know if it was something to do with him and Pochettino, or if it was something that he's had a row with Todd Boehly. I don't know what.
It was the contract. It was the contract and the argument with Todd Boehly. So
I think he wanted to be on the same.
He broke it down for me.
I think he wanted to be on the same wages as like what Reece James is on.
Yeah, and Todd Boehly weren't hearing it.
To be fair, Mason Mount has a decent shout to say I want to be on the same as Reece James.
No, he has. He has a correct shout because all of Chelsea's success came from Reece, Mount, Chilwell, and Kante. In the Champions League, they single-handedly carried the rest of the team. So I understand it. From what I heard was basically they had bumped up Reece's contract to, I think it was 250k.
Something like that.
And Mount wanted an extension. But the manager before, who was the manager before Boehly came in?
You mean Roman?
Yeah, Abramovich.
Yeah,
Abramovich.
Yeah, Tuchel and Abramovich. So they were like cool. So they were gonna give him the new contract with the new wages, but COVID hit. No, not COVID. The war hit, and Abramovich got he left, and Todd Boehly came in.
We've literally started from fresh. Like, and
then
Chelsea
Mount was still asking, is the new contract coming? Todd Boehly, or whoever it was like, no, I'm not giving players. I think it was after Enzo Fernandez and whatnot. I'm not giving players big contracts anymore. The wage goes high. We're already spending a lot of resources on big money signings. We're not increasing your contract. So he felt hard done by Chelsea. And by the time Chelsea wanted to offer Mason Mount a new contract, he was already in his feelings.
They offered him the wage that he wanted to be on, but then he wanted to be on.
But by the time they offered it him, he already felt disrespected and he wanted to leave. That's what basically.
Yeah, I can't blame him after everything he's done for Chelsea.
Yeah, he's from the academy. Like, he's homegrown. He's carried them to the Champions League. He wants the same wages as his counterparts are doing the exact same thing.
But then, do you think, like, say with like Reece James, because his like injury, like with his injuries and stuff like that, if his injuries carries on and they drop his like contract down, Do you think he's going to be another player that's going to want to leave, even though he's started getting all these injuries, or do you think he's going to actually be a Chelsea legend and continue to be a Chelsea captain?
They've made him captain, right? They've made him
Gallagher.
captain.
Pochettino made him captain, I think.
I don't see him going.
But
He only
it's-
goes
it's
for a bigger
it's
club.
between him and Thiago Silva, which I don't think. I don't know. I don't think.
Do you not think Thiago Silva's a pensioner now?
I think he's doing well. I think he's still up there as like one of the greats. Like even now, like what he's doing at his age, that is just unbelievable what he can still do. Like you'd think he'd be crushed. Like you'd think.
I
he'd be
agree.
crushed
I
at his
agree.
age.
He's a world class defender, but is it not time for him to go? I think he's a pensioner right now. When I watch Chelsea games and I'm listening to Chelsea fans, they're not liking the fact that Thiago is making a lot of mistakes on the ball right now as well.
He can be making
And
mistakes,
he's
but at the
slowing
same
down
time,
the
he
game
could
for
be
you guys as well.
stopping them goals as well. He could also be stopping them goals because it's up there in his head still. He knows he's got more of a brain than probably half the players that are on the pitch there now. Like he can still do.
So you would still keep him if you had all your defenders fit. Would you still play Thiago as your first choice centre back?
I'd probably give him till January, and I think that'll be it. I'd call it.
Man bigged him up and they said, yeah, but January he's got to go.
I think one part of
I think there's only so much that like energy like that you could have on that pitch. But I think at the moment he's doing all right. But it's time to at some point he's going to have to like. I wouldn't like to see him leave the club fully. I'd like him to be involved in some sort of way with the club.
I think
he'll do good.
It's obviously tough with that when you have the younger guys who are sort of not injury prone, but they've obviously gotten hurt with Badiashile and Fofana. Fofana, I think he did his ACL 18 months ago, and then he obviously got hurt this year in the summer. So you're saying, okay, can we, try and phase Thiago Silva out? How are you going to phase him out when you got no one else? You don't trust Chalobah to be playing like that. So
yeah, I was reading that comment as well just now.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's tough on the manager if you're saying, okay, can we phase Thiago Silva out? You don't have the options of the younger guys to replace him, innit?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But we've literally like with the injuries, we've literally got enough to make a full team out of that.
Yeah, but the injuries are mad. Like especially, it's just the key in one of the best right backs in the world, a world class player like Nkunku. Caicedo not coming in, to start the season. Like so many key players missing. What's his name? Chukwuemeka. He was really good to start the year. He gets hurt. Just the worst injuries at the worst time for Chelsea, man. It's just terrible.
It seriously is. Because if you like during the pre-season friendly and that, when we had obviously we'll forget about the Wrexham game. Obviously that I don't really. That was kind of like a warm up. But then when we started playing like Brighton, Newcastle, and we was beating them like it was nothing. I truly believe that was the team. But I think we was building it around Nkunku, weren't we? So
yeah.
I think that's what we was trying to do, and we had all of our fit players in there, and then suddenly, we was playing on that terrible pitch that we was on, and then suddenly he got the injury, and then it's like started from scratch. So then we got Jackson. He started scoring goals like the last two games. I think Mudryk, he's getting there. That's a little bit more like progress. So something's going well, but in terms of this injury list, like something needs to happen, and it needs to happen quick because, Nkunku could come back and then somebody else will get injured. That'll be a key player for us. So
by the way, did somebody call Nkunku world class?
Yeah, you don't think he's world class?
No,
not yet.
Okay, maybe I exaggerate. You know what? I love Nkunku, bro. I'm biased in it, but yeah, because I think I think he maybe needs two more seasons. Because obviously last year, I think he won the Bundesliga Golden Boot. He had like 30 goals and assists and all comps. I think if he does that, two more years, we can maybe call him world class. But he's not world class yet.
So what would you say is right now? Good player, elite?
Yeah, just a very good player. I think it's someone like Saka. Maybe not on the same level, but I think 2 more years of this performance from Saka, and we can start calling him definitively world class. Do you agree, Kingsley?
I think if Saka wins a major trophy this season, he's in the world class category for me.
Really?
And
so if he wins
contributes
Carabao Cup,
nicely.
he's world class.
if he plays 45 games this season and reaches 35 to 40 GA and we win a major trophy, then I'm saying he's world class.
I feel like maybe 2 more seasons though, don't you think? Not 2 more,
Why?
but this year.
What more? What if he wins
No,
the Champions League this
yeah,
season? God willing.
just to prove it's not a
What-
fluke.
what-
That's all it is. Just to prove it's not a fluke, innit? Like
I think
Nkunku
we've
last
seen now.
year.
Like, I think we've seen now it's not a fluke because we've seen him get better every year.
No, but for example, that's my point with Nkunku. Nkunku last year, I think, played at a world class level, but I can't call him a world class player until he replicates.
I
that
can't
for
I
multiple
can't
years,
call him a
innit?
world class player either because he hasn't showed anything in the Prem yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's another part of it. Yeah, playing in the Bundesliga is it's a different.
It's
different.
different. It's a lot weaker. Like
Yeah,
it's a lot weaker compared to the Prem because the Prem is the best league out there.
Yeah.
At the
Like,
moment. Obviously, you've got like PSG and like they're way above everybody else. But soon, like with the way City's going, like people are going to start calling us a Fireman's League because City's just on top of everything at the moment. And obviously, Pep's got something.
PSG could even handle Newcastle, man. That's
like,
and that's what I mean.
We need to talk about that game.
If Nkunku comes to Chelsea,
Let's talk about that game.
if you drop Nkunku in this Chelsea team, I don't know when he's back, maybe February time, and he makes a massive difference.
He's back in December.
I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna say, look at this Nkunku guy. Look at the difference he's making in a shit Chelsea team. You know,
Average said your ball knowledge is shaky, bro. Says you probably think R9 is world class.
Nah, come on, man, come on.
I can't even back
But
you,
wasn't this guy telling me that Richarlison is best as a striker? So I don't know whose ball knowledge you're calling shaky.
Man, claps back. But no, ending on the Chelsea note, Jake, I want to ask you because obviously, as I said, back-to-back wins for the first time in a long time. You've got a tough run of games up until the end of November. I think it's so bad. I think the easiest game is on paper is technically, would you say Brighton?
I think we might get away with a win with Newcastle. We've been there.
Sure.
No, not St. James's Park.
At St. James's Park.
Impossible.
I don't know.
If you saw what they did to PSG last week, look what they're gonna do to you.
Yeah, I mean, the one way to find out is see what happens.
Brentford at home, maybe your easiest game in that run. Everyone else is top.
Nah,
man.
you can beat Brentford, 100.
You literally have,
definitely.
except for Liverpool, you have all the top 6 and Brighton.
I think we're gonna obviously if we lose against Arsenal, or I'm not saying that I'm not gonna class it like a draw, but if we directly lose, I think then we'll drop back downhill again. And
it'll be interesting.
That'll be it.
We own the bridge at the moment, so
yeah.
I'm not trying to violate here, or I'm a United fan, so I'm not trying to violate. Our situation is bad, but after this run of games, do you guys think you'd be like 17th, 16th place fighting relegation?
No, definitely not.
And it's not me trying to be disrespectful, but your run of games is genuinely abysmal for you guys. I don't see you guys winning more than one game.
I don't know. Obviously, like I said before, like it's a brand new transition, with all these new players. So, like all these players, they're just waiting to break in, and then everybody. Once we start winning all these games back to back, not talking about 3 games, but once we start going on a win streak, then people are going to be like, right, okay, this is the Chelsea team, like that is back again, and then everybody's going to start fearing us again, like the good old days.
Those are the good old days. I think it's going to take a couple top 4
couple of seasons. It's going to take a couple of seasons. I'm not going to say we might be in top 10 at the moment. We're 11th, I think. But who knows? Anything could happen. It's football. It's the league. Like I wasn't expecting to win 3 matches in a row, but we have done.
There's a question here by Phil. He said, "Who would you rather take, Prime Eden Hazard or Prime Ozil?"
Hazard.
Hazard.
It's gotta be Hazard. It's gotta be Hazard for me.
Yeah.
I can't lie. He was a different animal, man. Hazard was filthy on his day, bro.
It's not sleep on Ozil though, but Hazard is a different kind of fish, man. He's better than
Yeah,
Salah,
obviously
by the way. I
different.
just want to put that out there. Salah doesn't touch Hazard in my
He's
opinion.
Nah,
not
I
better than
disagree.
Salah. He's
I
not better than
disagree.
Salah.
Salah's better, bro.
I
Let's be
rate
real.
Hazard higher, but I think you have to look at Salah's goals and assists.
Don't
You
do
can't
that.
really argue with
Hey,
that.
therapy. Don't do that, bro.
I'm
Salah's
being
better
so
than Hazard,
serious.
bro.
Salah's
Salah
not
is
better
better
than
than Hazard,
Hazard.
bro.
Salah's not better than Prime Hazard. If both of them in their prime. I don't
Salah,
think he
bro.
touches-
Salah's output
Okay,
is
maybe
crazy.
not. Okay, he touches Hazard. Pause.
Touches,
pause.
bro.
But
He
Well, like-
dismantles him, bro.
he does not dismantle Hazard. I check.
Nah, bro. Salah's output is crazy, man.
You'd say Salah's better than Hazard, Prime Hazard.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would take
And
Prime
while we're
Salah
basing this off
over
just pure
Prime.
GA.
No. And work rate. Bro, Hazard doesn't even tie his boots in training, bro. Listen, Salah worked hard.
No,
got the
okay, we
goals
don't
and the
care about
assists.
what he does in training. We're just talking about on the pitch on a weekend. Hazard, I think Hazard's one of the most untouchable wingers in the past decade.
Nah, man, Salah's better than him, man. Well, we'll make a poll in it. We'll put it on the socials. We'll see in it, and we'll root back. We'll see what people think. But my personal opinion,
I'm backing Hazard all day long.
yeah, of course you will,
Thank
bro.
you.
You're a dirty Chelsea
I'm backing.
scumbag,
I'm
innit? So
backing.
obviously, you're gonna back Hazard.
Obviously. Well, if we're talking now, obviously, Salah.
If we look at the team that Hazard played with versus Salah, would you not say that Liverpool had a way better team?
I wouldn't say way better.
No.
I wouldn't say way better. This Chelsea team was winning the league, bro, and Champions League. Like,
Yeah,
it's
and they were
basically the same
signing man
thing.
like Bakayoko,
Big baller, man. Batshuayi and them, man.
Batshuayi.
They all did the job. They all
were signing.
did the job, and they all got a trophy. So
Wait, did Hazard play in that Champions League final
Which one?
for Chelsea when they won it, 2020?
no.
Is that
So
meant
he
to be
did-
like
he
a
did-
trick
No,
question?
Huh? No, I'm genuinely
Is that
asking.
meant to
Did
be
he
a
win the
trick question, bro?
Did he win the Champions League with Chelsea?
No.
Did Salah win the Champions League with Liverpool?
Yeah.
Case closed. Anyway, bruv, we're gonna move on
Case
to
closed,
the.
but how does that close the case?
He's won.
I
He's
don't
won. He's won it. He's won, bro. He's better, man. Back to back Champions League finals. Stop it, man. Come on, man. Don't be serious, bro. Salah's better, man. Anyway, because of time, we need to move over to the results from last week predictions, and obviously it's international break, so there's not going to be any predictions for this weekend. So this will be nice and quick. Just going over the scores and seeing where people are in the table. Obviously, Matt wasn't here, but he sent he texted me his predictions. Obviously, he's working late, so shout out to Matt. I'm just going to run through them quickly so we can chat about the Liverpool game real quick and the Spurs game. So he said Tottenham 2, Liverpool 0. So obviously he got the win, not the result. He said Burnley 1-1 Chelsea, so it's far off. He said Man United 2-1 Brentford, so he's got that spot on. So Matt will stay at the top. He also said Brighton 2-2 with Liverpool as well. So he killed it this week, I can't lie. And he said City would be Arsenal 2-1, so he was wrong there. And then in second place, Fred said 4-1 Spurs against Luton. He was wrong. He said 1-1 Chelsea. He was wrong. He said 2-1 Brentford, so he was right for that. He said 2-2 Liverpool as well.
No,
I don't know if Fred.
I was wrong on Brentford. I said 2-1 Brentford, didn't it?
Oh no, you said 2-1 to Brentford. Yeah. All right, fam. Honest man, bro. Honest man. You could have got the points there. Still, you know what they call you in my country? Egypt boy. You also said 2-1 to City. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
You got the 2-2 Liverpool, so that's
yeah,
clutch.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Therapy. You said 3-0 Spurs against Luton. Obviously you got the win, but not the result. You said 2-0 Chelsea, got the win, not the result. You said 2-1 United, so you got the 3 points there. You said 2-0 Liverpool, obviously the L. You said 3-0 City, major L. And then me, I said 2-0 Spurs. I said 3-0 Chelsea. I said 3-1 United, so I was close, but no cigar. I said 3-1 Liverpool because that's their favorite score, but it didn't bang. And I said, don't watch this, people. Don't watch this, my fellow Arsenal fans. I did say City were going to win 3-0, but rumor has it there was
major L.
Rumor has it. My rumor has it. The stream lagged. I was saying free my guy in it, but it was next to City, so people thought I said 3-0 City in it. But so good, man. So good. As I said, always backing my team. I knew Arsenal were gonna win. But yeah, obviously, as I said, that Liverpool game, I can't believe Liverpool got robbed again, bro. Liverpool actually got robbed again. Like, Salah is in, bro. I know they got the penalty. Let's go for the penalty, but it's a whole different game with 10 men. I think was it Gross or March just pulled him down. Like,
Yeah, I think it
how
was
is that
Gross.
not? How's that not a straight red?
Yeah.
Can someone explain to me how that's not a straight red?
Well,
If we
what
go-
challenge are we talking about here?
So Salah's basically about to just walk past the keeper and tap it into an empty net. Paulo Gross is just pulled him to the floor. No intention of getting the ball. It's clearly a intentional like foul, and he didn't even get booked. Let alone red. He didn't even get booked, bruv. And then Brighton have continued to have 11 men and could have won the game if Pedro scored. I was just shocked. Oh yeah, sorry, average. I missed your prediction. It's true. Say you was in the comments in it, so I forgot about you in it. Average, you said 3-1 Bournemouth. Oh no, that was last week. You said 1-1 Luton, so you was wrong. You said 2-1 Chelsea, so you got the win. You said 1-1 United, so you was wrong. You said 3-1 Brighton, so you was wrong. You said 1-1 City, so you was wrong. So you said you slapped this week, but you only got one result, my guy. It's not looking good. But yeah, with the Liverpool game, did none of you man see the foul?
For the pullback?
Yeah.
I saw the one where they got the
Yeah,
penalty.
I saw it. He grabbed him in it. Yeah.
I'm saying, do you not agree with me? Do you not think it was a red?
Yeah, that's a red. It's red. Yeah, it's a red.
So what's Liverpool getting robbed twice? Do you think there's some
I don't know if they got
speculation
robbed
here?
because they still took the lead in the game, so it's on you to manage the game better and not concede the second goal. But it's like, to speak on the red card though, I think it's a red because the laws of the game say it's like, do you remember the David Luiz one a couple years ago at Wolves? It said if he had wiped him out, taken him out, killed him with a slide tackle, he wouldn't have been sent off because he made a play for the ball. But when you don't make a football move as far as trying to make a tackle or whatever it is, it's I don't know what's the word, but it's like it's denial of a goal scoring opportunity, the dogmos, but also it's like you're not making a play for the ball and you're just trying to stop the play, kill the game. So it should be a straight red, yeah.
Oh, so the law says if you in the penalty box, if you don't play the ball, it's a straight red, no matter if it's a
If you don't make an
slide
attempt to play
tackle.
the ball, so you can just kill a man, wipe him out completely, and there's a good chance you won't get sent off because you made an attempt for the ball.
Yeah,
But
they
if
will
you just
definitely-
you just grab a man and say come back, like, where are you going from? And you know
That's
that's
like
more
nuts.
likely to be a red.
So Kingsley, based off that law, shouldn't Højlund have got a penalty against Arsenal when Gabriel rugby tackled him on the
No,
ground?
because no, don't
Yeah,
do
that's
that, bro.
not-
They were
no,
both
that's not-
they were
that's
both
not
holding
last
each
man,
other,
though,
bro.
is it? Yeah, it's
They
not
were
last
both
man,
holding
bro.
each other, man. Come off it, bro. That was a strength, bro.
Of
Tell
course,
Højlund to go
it
gym,
wasn't
man.
a pen.
Tell
course
Højlund
it
to
wasn't
drink
a
some
pen.
Gatorade, bro.
That's
Don't
not
try and
strength,
convince me
bro.
that was a pen.
His whole arm was round him like this. What are we talking about?
That's
here?
not strength. So when you watch UFC and a man throws the arms around you, you're just going down.
Kingsley, if we're going based off that rule,
Playing UFC
it
in a
should be a
football game.
pen.
No, I'm playing. Personally, I don't think if that was a pen for us, obviously I'd be
Personally,
like,
and what Fred just you guys explained as
No,
the
but I'm
rule
saying,
for
hear me out,
penalties. If
Therapy,
we're going
hear me
based
out.
off the rule, should
Hear
that
me
not
out.
have been a pen?
If that happens to Gabriel Jesus and Lindelof did that to him, of course I'm gonna want a penalty, but I'm not. It's not a penalty. That's the difference, bro. It wasn't.
I'm
a
not
penalty.
demanding that it was a penalty, but I'm saying it was 100% Buki, and other teams are getting penalties for that same type of challenge, and United are
Yeah,
not.
other teams are getting pens for less. And I'll tell you what's bookie is this officiating in the Prem, bro. It's a joke, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know
man.
how Kovacic is still on that pitch. Man should have been sent off twice, and he's only come out with one yellow card. The first one was disgusting. 5 minutes later, does the same thing, but a tad lower. No booking. I'm baffled how we're still on the pitch. Obviously we still won, so you're not really seeing that pressure applied, innit? But I think as fans, yeah, okay, we've won the game, but we still need to apply the same pressure. Car, I don't know, man. PGMO, we're just getting whatever it's called, they're getting away with murder right now. Again, I didn't watch the majority of the Spurs match because it was a bit boring, especially since they scored. But I can't lie, Madison's turning it on right now. If he stays fit, Spurs could generally like be top 3. Can't lie, top 3, top 4. Like I can see them pushing for that. Obviously they're first now, but we know that's not going to be the case in like December, January, God willing. But I can't lie. The other day I was saying Odegaard over Madison, but the tides kind of turned for me. I can't lie. I know Madison's like 3 years older, but I'm seeing him as a better option in the midfield if I had the choice right now. How do you feel about that, Fred?
Sorry, say that again.
If you had Madison and Odegaard, who would you play?
Oh, like of the two?
Yeah, if you had to play 2.
Oh my. You're gonna call me a Spurs lover in it, but I might say Madison, bro.
No, I've said Madison as well.
Oh, because for me with Madison is like, and maybe it's because Leicester fans are gonna come for me if they're in the chat, but like I never really watched him at Leicester. So I always thought he was more of an attacker than he was a real midfielder. But at Spurs, like he's showing me he can play as a proper 8, like a tempo setter in midfield. He's doing all that and he's getting you goals and assists. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
the levels he's playing at this year, I've never seen that from the bro. Like that's damn near, maybe not exactly, but like David Silva levels of like he's giving you all the ball progression, final third passes, final third entries, all of that. But then he's all getting goals and assists. It's crazy, man. Like he's such a good player.
He is,
So
bro.
good,
He
man.
single-handedly got the point for Spurs against Arsenal. He
Yeah.
single-handedly against Luton with 10 men got the goal. Well, he's got the assist, sorry. And he had
Yeah.
to spin his man like it's not like he's just doing a simple back pass like Havertz did to get an assist. Like he's actually beating Mandem and driving into dangerous areas. And obviously, Rashford's raw catching strays, but obviously, with the Madison one now, for me, if I'm Southgate, I'm choosing him over Foden. I can't lie.
You're choosing Madison over Foden?
If I'm Southgate, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no,
The 10,
I
100%.
think that's an obvious one. Yeah.
But let's move on to Foden real quick.
Yeah, what do you talk about Foden?
I said a couple of weeks ago, if Foden was in that City squad, he wouldn't look half the player he was, and I still stand by that. I think he's got a big point to prove this season, locking down that midfield, especially with De Bruyne being out for a bit, and obviously Gundogan going. He's got a big season to prove that he's actually that guy now. He's 23. He's won bare Premier Leagues, but let's be real, man. He was sometimes a bit of a passenger. I know he got some stats, but when City score over 85 goals and you score 14, 15 of those goals, the contribution is not really considered that highly in my opinion. But for me, I don't think Foden's that guy. I think Saka's better than Foden. I don't care what anyone tells me.
No, but like, bro,
Why are you huffing and
100% right.
puffing, bro?
You're 100% right.
Kingsley,
Like,
you weren't saying this a couple of years ago, man.
it's not.
I don't think this is Foden's fault,
though.
though. I don't think it's Foden's fault. That
But
this is happening.
therapy. You know, for me, yeah, the one thing that's killed Foden is he's a great tool to have, but as a player, yeah, as far as like how highly people rate you, because he's so positionally versatile, he can play so many different roles and positions. It's almost like we don't know his best position. Is he a 10? Is he a winger? Is he an 8?
Yeah.
You know,
I
think,
Fred.
especially in you disagree. You disagree.
Yes, slightly. And the reason why I disagree
go
is because
on.
he's not choosing to play on the wing.
Yeah,
he's originally a 10 and he wants to play there.
No, but he's not a 10. I don't think he's a 10. He doesn't have no, you know what I'll tell you, he's not a 10. He doesn't have that unselfishness of a true 10, bro. How many times have we seen him easy ball tap into Haaland for you to sweat? He chose to shoot. He doesn't have the unselfishness of an Ozil, of a De Bruyne to say I'm looking to get. He's not a 10, bro. He doesn't have that mentality to be a 10.
Fred, saying he's a 10 when he came up as a 10 factually is insane. The guy is naturally a 10. He got brought into the first team as a 10. Pep moved him on the wing and he's been doing his thing on the wing.
Is there not a reason why Pep moved him to the wing?
Saka does not touch prime Foden, and that's a fact.
No. Saka
was
better last year than Foden's ever
prime
been.
Foden,
the only thing I'll give
Foden is
Champions League
Saka, bro.
the year City went to the final. Bro, the only thing I'll give Foden, Champions League, the year City went to the final, he was maybe him and Mahrez were the two best players, bro. Game after game, big moment. He was clutching it against PSG, Dortmund, I think Gladbach or Leipzig in around the 16, bro. Big game after big game, he was clutching it. I'll give him that, because Saka never really performed in the Champions League. But beyond that, like, you're lying to yourself if you're telling me that Foden's over Saka right now, especially after what Saka just did, what Saka's done this year, bro. Foden, he ain't that guy.
I rate Saka
he's
very
great
highly,
in a great system, but he's not a great player.
Thank you. Foden is great in a great system. Saka, you can put Saka in any team he's cooking, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like Foden doesn't have that. He doesn't have that unselfishness to be a cam, you know.
Hey, Jake, what's your opinion? Saka or Foden?
Saka.
Thank you, man. Educated men in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we'll leave that there.
You guys don't value tech anymore, man.
No.
Saka's not tech. You don't think Saka's tech?
I think
Foden is way more technical.
Wait, hold on. Technical ability. I think Foden is technically better on the ball, but I think Saka's a better player.
gracious.
Bro, everyone
This is
knows.
not Foden's
No, hold on,
fault.
therapy. Hold on. Everyone knows Messi.
Therapy.
Everyone knows Messi.
Hop on, please.
Listen,
At
everyone
least back me
knows
on this,
Messi
bro.
is technically better than
Saka doesn't
Ronaldo, but
touch
people will
Foden.
still say Ronaldo is a better player. When you can clearly see Messi is technically better. So it's not always about the technical ability. It's also as well what that player can actually do on the pitch and what they can get out of games. And for me,
Okay,
Saka,
cool.
Saka. Listen, let me land, and I'll let you talk. Let me land, I'll let you talk.
Cool.
Saka, yeah, by himself, young age, came into a dog shite Arsenal team and put the whole team on his back. Foden in that same position for Arsenal would not do that, bro. He would not do that. I'm telling you now, he would not do that. He needs a great system
Foden
and he needs
disrespect
great
is
players
insane.
around him.
The Foden disrespect is insane.
It's not
I don't-
disrespect.
I can't
It's not
tolerate this
disrespect.
disrespect. This is
It's not
disrespectful.
disrespect.
It's very
He just-
disrespectful. It's
He just
extremely
needs a great
disrespectful.
system. Listen, therapy. I could put Saka right wing for United, and I'm telling you, he would cook more than Foden right wing for United. Facts. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Foden what?
What do you mean,
Foden
what?
will cook wherever he goes. What do you mean?
Nah, bro. He won't. I'm telling you, bro. He needs a great system, bro. That's how he plays. That's why he doesn't get in. That's why Saka plays.
Are you gonna let me
in
talk? You're gonna let
England,
me
bro.
talk. You're gonna let me
No, but
talk.
I think Saka suits international football a bit more though. That's the one thing I'd say.
Now, therapy talk.
You're gonna let me talk,
Yeah,
bro.
therapy gone.
This is not Foden's fault. What's happening to him at the moment, right? Pep Guardiola, we've known this for years, is a system player, and he's
System
revolutionized
manager.
the game where he now makes players play out of position. Last season, now we recognize John Stones as a central midfielder. Rico Lewis is a right back. He was playing centre mid against you guys. Bernardo Silva is originally a 10. He then got forced to play on the right wing, and against you guys, he played in the 6. Players are playing for the system he wants to play. For his system, you don't need to be amazing at a certain position. You just need to have technical ability, and he can put you into that squad. And I'll give you an example. Thierry Henry went to Barcelona when Pep was at Barca, right? Do you know the reason why it never worked for him at Barca? Thierry's even said this before as well. Do you know the reason why? Have you watched the video why he says?
No,
He didn't. He
United-
wasn't willing to.
He
Sorry.
wasn't
I thought you were
willing
asking
to
a
submit
question.
to.
Sorry.
Yes. No. Okay. Cool. He wasn't willing to submit to Guardiola's system.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. You're not allowed to express yourself and play your game in Guardiola's team. It's impossible. You see Foden,
But David Silva
express
did it.
himself.
David Mahrez did it. David Silva did it. Mahrez did it.
They
That's
played the
not
system.
true. Like,
No, they
you know
played
what
the
is
system.
though with that?
They played the
If
system.
Pep trusts you,
come on
he's
there,
gonna
please.
let you ball. He's gonna let you cook. If
Come
Pep
on,
trusts you,
I'm
bro.
getting,
Let's
bro.
call him
I'm
for
getting,
backup.
well, I need backup, bro. I'm getting 3v1.
But therapy. If Pep
Please.
trusts you, he's gonna let you. He will give you that freedom. Like, bro, let's not be completely dishonest. The Pep system is more about the way you build up, the way you defend, your defensive shape, like certain things you like patterns of play in the way they attack. But as far as like someone like Pep's not gonna see Foden trying to beat his man on the right wing and say, "Hey, wait, come back here, pass it into the middle." He's
Yes,
not
he will.
gonna do that, you know. Bro, how many times have we seen Grealish's whole thing is he'll get the ball.
I'm not hearing that. Fred, no, I'm not hearing it.
Grealish's whole thing, yeah, he'll get the
I'm not
ball
hearing
left
it.
wing, start a step, beat his man, put a ball in. That's what he's been doing. He lets Grealish cook.
Do you know why that's a terrible point, Fred? Do you know why that's a terrible Fred? Do you know why that's a terrible point? Yeah, because you literally just answered my question as to what Thierry said. Yeah, about him not being able to play in Guardiola's system. Do you know if you carried on watching that video when Thierry Henry came out of position and he scored a goal? Guess what happened to him? He got subbed off. So you're saying he's allowed to express himself? No, he's not. He subs players off for trying to express himself.
I'm sorry.
So if you play the system,
I don't care what Henry has to say.
gone.
I'm sorry. I don't care what Henry has to
You
say.
get. He's a no. He's,
Yo, guys,
Henry's
because of
opinion on
time,
football is not relevant to me. I'm sorry.
Because of time, yeah, we're gonna have to cut the debate short. Don't worry, man. We'll be back again. We're back again soon. I'm gonna end on this though, Therapy. I'm gonna end on this. Liverpool sell Salah for 200 mil. First player they're buying to replace on that right side is Saka. They're not even considering Foden. Anyway, it's 6:20 podcast. We'll be back again.
It's not true though.
We'll be back again 10 p.m. next Tuesday. We've got a special guest coming on as well. Obviously, it's the international break, so it's going to be a bit more of a quiet weekend. But please follow us on the socials, like, comment, subscribe, share to your friends, your neighbor, your best friends, dogs, cousins, child's molester, whatever. Get it out. Let's go. It's the 620 podcast.